Hello students, now in this video we are going to discuss about 9th standard computer science chapter 2 HTML level 2. So you know what is meant by HTML? HTML is the hypertext markup language. Using this language you can able to create a web pages. Nowadays we are using internet, no? In internet each and every page is known as a web page. So HTML is a language is used to create a web pages. Now you can discuss some of the elements used in HTML to create a web pages. Okay, the first element is list. So list is a special feature of HTML used to display a list of things. That is, if we want to list out the item, what is meant by list? That is, we are displaying the items one by one. Okay, either by using the bullet symbols or using the numeric numbers or the alphabetical letters. Okay, if for example 1 primary school, 2 higher school, 3 higher secondary school, like that, if we want to list out the item, then we can use a list element. Okay, so list element is one of the very powerful in execution and provide special attribute to give more effect to the appearance. Okay, so there are different kinds of list are used. We have three different kinds of list in HTML. Okay, the first one is ordered list, another one is unordered list, and then definition list. Ordered list means the items are listed out by using the numbers or letters. Okay, and then unordered list means by using bullets or some other symbols. Definition list, if for example you want to write a definition about particular term, if for example we are going to write the definition what is a computer, for that how you can write a definition? You first write the topic computer and then you have to write the answer for that word. Computer is a computer is an electronic device, like that. So first you define a term and then you give that description. Okay, like that list if you want to create, then we use a definition list. If you want to create a ordered list, then you use a tag OL. Okay, OL is a tag is used to create a ordered list, and then inside of this OL tag we use LI. LI is used to specify the list items. Okay, and then see this example OL tag. Here first we use a OL tag. Maybe if you want to list out the item fruits, OL fruits, in that LI, apple, and then second LI. So each LI tag, each item within the list begins with the LI. Okay, so if you want to list out the fruits, apple, banana, orange, grapes, like that, that names are written with by using the LI tag. Ordered list allows the user to specify the style of numbers using the attribute type. We can also specify the number styles. Either we can write 1, 2, 3 like normal number list, or if you want to use the Roman letter, or if you want to use the small letters, that is 1, 2, 3 type equal to I. If you are specifying the attribute type equal to I, then it will display the numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. So now you can see if you want to display in alphabetical letters, then you use the attribute type equal to A. It displays the alphabetical letters in capital, and then type equal to small a. It lists out the items by using the alphabetical letters, small alphabetical letters. Okay, and then unordered list. If you want to specify the bulleted list before to the list item. Okay, so when you are giving the important points before going to write a essay, you just write a synopsis. No, that is a description here. What are the terms we are going to discuss? So for each book, when the chapter is started, before that chapter, some points are given. What are the things we are going to discuss on that chapter? Okay, that points are given by using the bulleted symbols. Okay, so when you give the detailed answer or points, we are using some bullet symbol. No, that is circle, asterisk, arrow marker, like that symbols. If you want to use in your list, then we can use a unordered list. The unordered list, it starts with the tag UL, and then the list item are specified by using LI tag. Okay, we can also use different types of bulleted list by using the type attribute. Okay, so the that is disc, square, circle, like that we are using any one of that type. And then definition list, I already told if you want to give the definition, that is you have to specify the term and then you have to give the definition about that particular term. In definition list we use the tag dt, okay. So dt tag and then dl, the beginning and ending tag of definition list is dl. The definition term is preceded by dt tag and then we are using dd, okay. In definition list we are using three tags, that is dl, dt, dd. dl is used to specify definition list, okay. And then from dt tag you have to write the heading, that is term, which term we are going to define. And then dd tag, within dd tag you have to give the description. Now you can see this example. This is the example program for different tags are used, okay. This is your HTML program code. So we start with the HTML tag. HTML is a non-case sensitive language, that is you can write your programs either in capital letters or small letters, okay. So see this here, dl tag. So dl and then we are writing dt tag. From this dt tag you have to specify the term grocery list, okay. And then dd, from that dd you have to give the definition, that is grocery list for vegetables and fruits are. We just to close this ddl tag. And the closing tag, how you can write a close tag, /dl, okay. /dl is used to specify closing tag. If you are writing just dl alone, then that is a starting tag, okay. And then ol is used for ordered list. We list out the item, that is li, fresh vegetables, okay. We are going to list out the fresh vegetables. And then ul means unordered list, that is we are using bullet symbol. So I have to list out the items li, carrots, mushroom, onions, okay. So each li tags are terminated by using /li. So /li is the end tag, okay. And then we close this ul tag. For that we are using /ul, friend/ul. And then li tag, fresh fruit. Again one more list item is fresh fruit. And then we list out fruits, okay, apples, cherries, grapes. And then close all this ul and ol tag. At last we close the body tag and the HTML tag. Now you can see the output. This is your output of this HTML code. So here dd tag, definition list, grocery list, we get the topic grocery list. After this topic here the definition is given, dd tag, okay. After that we are using the ordered list. So first one is fresh vegetable and then second one is fresh fruits, and then we are using the unordered list. For that it shows the symbol, okay. Symbols are used to show carrot, mushroom, onion. And then fresh fruits also using the symbol apple, cherry, grapes, like that, okay. So this is the different types of list used in HTML. So what are the different types? Definition list, ordered list, or unordered list, okay. So next we see about the next tag, that is anchor tag. So anchor tag is used to provide a link between one page to another page, okay. If you want to give links to one page to another page, no, in internet if you click on the particular word, it moves on the next page, okay. Like that if you want to provide a link, then we can use a anchor tag. Anchor tags are created by using the tag a and then href, that is reference, okay, equal to url, uniform resource locator. So when you are going to click on that particular word, from which page it can be displayed, okay. So anchor tag is used to create a link between the pages, okay. So the general syntax for anchor tag is, it starts with a symbol a and then href is equal to url, uniform resource locator. So url means is nothing but the web page address, which page you want to view, okay. That page also you have to specify. href means hyperlink reference, okay. href, that is hyperlink reference. So see this example. From this example we are creating the link a href equal to top Topology.html, click here to view the list of topologies. Okay, topologies, what are the topologies? That is a different network can be displayed. Okay, so when you click on this, click here to view the list of topologies, and this particular page can be displayed. Okay, so if you click on this link, the some other pages can be displayed. So here see this output. This is your output. Okay, click here to view the list of the topologies. Okay, so click on this green color link, green color words. It shows to some other pages. For this type of link is created by using the anchor tag. Okay, so next we see the next attribute, next tag used in HTML, that is table tag. Table tag is here. You know what does mean by table? Table means we represent the information in the form of rows and columns. Okay, how we can represent a table? That table is nothing but collection of rows and columns is known as a table. So easy to understand. When you are representing the information in table, it is easy to understand. Okay, for that we are using the table. Can you see the table type of information? In your mock register and then class attendance, all are represent the information in tabular form only. Okay, there are several elements used in the table tag, that is caption, table heading, table row, table foot, table body, column group, column, table data, table cells, like that. Okay, see this elements of a HTML, one tabular column is given. No, table means just like this one only. Okay, that is rows and columns. Here caption, this indicates what the table is dealing with. It is optional, so no need to specify. It is not compulsory to give caption for all the tables. Okay, it is optional one. And then table heading, if you want to give the title for rows or columns, then we can use table heading to specify the title. And then table row, this define a row in the table, how many rows you want. Okay, like that we are using each and every attribute for particular purpose. Okay, so attributes of table tag. Okay, so what are the attributes we are using? Width and cell spacing. Okay, attribute is nothing but the characteristics you have to specify by using through the attributes. If you want to specify the width of the column or cell spacing means the gap between first column and the second column. Okay, the space between the cells. What is meant by cell? The intersection of rows and columns is known as a cell. That is, you see here table cells is displayed. No, one square one rectangular box. That rectangular box is known as a cell. So cell is nothing but the intersection of rows and column is known as a cell. Okay, if you want to leave the space between one cell to another cell, then we can use a cell spacing attribute. Okay, and then next is cell padding. This attribute specifies the space between the border of the cell. Okay, so if you want to leave the space between the border of the cell, then we can use cell padding. And then border, if you want to set thickness of the line. Okay, if you want to set the thickness of the lines, column line, row line, then we can use a border attribute. PG color attribute, that is background color. If you want to specify any specific color to the table, then we use PG color. And then align attribute, that is this attribute is used to specify in which manner the table content are displayed. That is, either you want to display top of the row or center of the row or left side, you have to give, or right side you can specify by using this align attribute. And then frame tag is used to specify which part of the outside border should be visible. And then rules, this attribute specify which part of the inside border should be visible. Okay, and the next one is, see this example. In this example, one tabular column, one table input is created, and we are giving input to that tabular column also. Okay, so the table can be created by using the table tag. Okay, so we create a table by using the table tag. See this first line, table border equal to, can you able to see this one? Table border equal to 5, cell spacing equal to 5, cell padding equal to 6, width equal to 60%. So table tag is used to create a table, and then you have to give TR tag. So TR tag is used to create a table row. row means horizontal line, column means vertical line. Okay, so T or tag you have to specify TH, that is table header. You have to give the heading student name, and the next column heading is age, gender, standard. So these are all given by using the TH tag, table header tag. And the next row we are giving data to this table. Okay, for that we are using T or TD, table data. Okay, so you have to give the value. Student name is Raju, age is 13, gender is male, and then standard is 8. Like that you have to give more than one row values. Okay, so see the output of this table. It show the table like this. Okay, so this is the student details table. Okay, so first row it show the header of the table, and then next rows, that is 1 2 3 4 5 rows are entered. 5 student details are entered in this table by using T or TD tag. Okay, so in the next we see about the next tag, that is frames in HTML. This tag is used to divide a page into more than one part. That is, frame tag is used to divide a page. For example, when you see the web page, in the top column, that is top margin, it shows some messages, and then left side some columns are splitted and it shows some other messages. In center page it shows some other messages. Okay, like that if we want to split a page into different part, okay, so the same page can be split into different partition, then we use a frame set tag. Okay, frames are used to divide a particular page into different partition. Okay, for that we are using frames set tag. Okay, frame set tag. The attributes of frame set tags are cols, that is COLS, how many columns you want to divide. Okay, so and then next tag is rows. Next attribute is rows, how many rows you want to split. So this attribute, rows attribute, instruct the browser to split the screen into a number of horizontal row, and then cols is used to specify vertical frame. Okay, and then next to border, so the width of the border, that is line. So if you want to split a particular page, some lines is there, no, so if you want to specify the width of the line, then we use a border attribute. And then frame spacing, this attribute is used to specify the amount of space between frames in a frame set. Okay, so here see this frame set, frame spacing equal to 10. And then frame tag defines the content and properties of the individual frame. Okay, so frame tag, the frame set element, frame tag does not contain an end tag. So some tags are having end tag, some other tags is not having the end tag. If the tag is having start and end, then the type of tag is known as a container tag. So when the tag is having only start tag, then that is known as a empty tag. Okay, so we discussed on example, no, ordered list, unordered list. For that ordered list, unordered list, all are thus known as a container tag. Break, BR tag is the empty tag, that is no end tag. Frame tag is also the empty tag, that is there is no end tag for frame. Name, SRC, scrolling, these are the attributes used with the frame tag. Okay, now you can see this program. In this program we are divide a page into different partition. Okay, see this is a HTML program. It starts with the HTML tag, and then here title is given for frames. Okay, this title can be displayed on the title bar of the web page. And then frame set cols equal to 50% comma 50%. That is, we are divide a web page into two half portions. Okay, so 50% 50%, and then first half it show the information in frame1.html, and then second half it show the information in frame2.html file. Okay, so see this frame1.html, what is the content is that it shows some rhymes, all the glisten is not gold. Okay, like that some proverbs are given. Okay, in frame 1 tag some proverbs are given, and then in frame 2 tag, this is a program, it shows some proverbs. Okay, so see this, what is the output here? You can see the page can be divided into two partition. No, can you able to see this one? So this is a frame, so that is This is a web page. This web page can be divided into two partitions. So frame set tag is used to divide a page into different partitions. Okay, so from this, the first partition, it show the proverb 1, and then second partition proverb 2, that is this content are written in frame1.html file, and then proverb 2, this contents are written in frame2.html. Okay, and then next is form tag. This form tag, you know what is mean by form is in school, student detail form is given, and then application form is given. Okay, like that. Form is nothing but this is used to get information from the user. Okay, so forms are used to collect the informations. Okay, so in student particular form, what are the details you have to enter? Name of the student, name of the parent, father mother's name, age, date of birth, and then in which school you are previously studied, like that informations you are entering. No, like that format is known as a form. Forms are used to get some information from the user. Okay, so here the form tag is used to create a forms in web pages. Okay, so in this form tag, three attributes are used, that is method, action, name. This method attribute is used to send to the server for processing. There are two values under this attribute, one is post, another one is get. And then action, this action attribute is used to script processing from under attribute will send a relative or a full URL to the program server. That is what kind of actions it can do. Either it post the message or it want to get the value. Okay, and then name attribute is used to specify the name of the form. So the tags used on this form is input tag. Input tag is used to specify actual form element. Okay, so what are the elements are present in the form? Text box, list box, label, yes, and then drop down list, like that elements are present. No, how we can specify this element means by using the input tag. This tags are form tag. Okay, the attributes of the input tags are given. That is, you first specify the type. This attribute identifies the element to be included in the form, and then you have to give the name. Okay, so the element of the input tags are text. Text box means is nothing but one rectangular box is given. From that rectangular box you have to give the input. Okay, so this element text box is used to accept the data from the user. And then check box, one square box can be displayed. We just click on that square box. Okay, and then date, if you want to enter the date of birthday or year of joining, like that. So for that we are using the date box. Radio buttons, radio buttons means it is a circular shape box, circular shape button. It is used for activate any one options is only activated. Okay, if for example the question is which category you are, okay, that is female or male. For that you have to say any one answer. No, yes, sex of the students is male or female. For that you have to say any one answer. You don't click both the options. For this type of questions we are using the radio button. Okay, this element will display a radio button, and unlike checkbox, it will allow selection of any one of the options only. If for example choose the best answer, for each question we are having 4 options. Okay, from that 4 option you have to select any one of the option, any one only correct. Okay, so you have to select any one of the option, like that. Like that type of problems can be created by using the radio buttons, radio box. And then next to buttons. Buttons, when you click on this button, some actions can be carried out. The examples of button is OK, cancel, save, open. These are all the examples of buttons. You can create a buttons like this also. Submit, clear. Okay, options, option list, that is if you want to list out the items, then we can use a option element. And then text area, this area, text area is used to enter the data. Password. So when you set this value password, then your typed letters is not displayed. Instead of typing letter, it shows only the asterisk symbol. When you are entering username and password in mail ID, how it can be displayed? Passwords are displayed only asterisk symbol. Okay, how it can be displayed asterisk symbol? By using the element password. Okay, the following is the example of input tag. Okay, so see this program. In this program, input tags are used. So first name, see this first name, input type equal to text, name equal to first name. So here we are using the element text box for getting the name, and then last name also we are using text box, and then gender. So gender you have to using radio button, you have to select either the male or female. Okay, and then input type is equal to checkbox. That is in this checkbox what are the subjects are there? Subject, interesting subject, maths, and then physics, chemistry, biology, Tamil, English. So these are all as having check boxes. Okay, at last we are specifying the submit. Okay, type equal to submit. I can see the output. So this is a form. Okay, so student details form. See this form, first name is the label. After the first name, one text box is specified. This that rectangular box is shown. No, this rectangular box is known as a text box. This box is used to get the value from the user. Okay, and then see this last name is also having text box, and then gender is the label. After the gender, two circle shape is there. No, that circle button is known as a radio button. It is used to get any one value. If you are select male, you can't able to select both male and female. Okay, if you select any one, and next one is disabled. Okay, and then interesting subject, here you can select more than one option: maths, physics, chemistry, biology, Tamil, English. If you are interested to study all the subject, you just click all the subject, one tick mark will be displayed. Okay, this square box is known as a check box. Okay, so either you can select all the subject, or you can select any one of the subject or any two subject, which one you interested to study. Okay, and then submit is a button. When you click the submit button, the details entered in this form, it submit to the server. Okay, and then hosting a web page. That is, when you are creating a web page in your computer, you can able to host, you can able to create a web page in the net also. Okay, that process is known as hosting. Hosting a web page means transferring the HTML code from the local machine server. To do this, you should have space on the server, which will cost much. Okay, so if you want to host your web page to the server, you have to pay some cost to the web server. Okay, but many sites you free space to host the pages due to increasing popularity of the web. Such websites are yahoo.com, rediff.com, .az.com, free webspace.net, etc. Okay, so this website has a series of questions to host your web pages. Once your web page is host, you can view in any browser like other web pages. Okay, a recent trend, web designing is always pushing the boundaries of what current technology allows. Because nowadays we are using, we are referring the internet each and every process. Okay, for nowadays we are using web pages much more in comparing to the early days. So the development, if you know the web development languages, then you can have the opportunity for getting better job in future. Okay, and then next we discuss about XML definitions. XML is nothing but extensible markup language. Okay, so this is the advanced versions of HTML. It is designed for web document. It is similar to HTML but more efficient. It is a simple, very flexible text format derived from SGML, standard generalized markup language. Okay, so XML, what is the extension for XML? extensible markup language. Okay, so it is also used to create a web documents. It is more efficient than HTML. This language is derived from SGML, standard generalized markup language. Okay, now you can see the structure of XML, that is how we can write a XML code. We start from title and then header file, header tag. Okay, the tags are enclosed by angular bracket, that is less than greater than symbol. Okay, within less than and greater than symbol, some names are given, no, title, header, body. Yes, these are all known as the tag name. Now you can see what is the difference between HTML and XML. HTML is the hypertext markup language. XML is the extensible markup language. So it is designed to format and display the data. Which one? HTML. Okay, but XML is designed to transport the and store data. Okay, we can transport data from one place to another place, as well as it is used to store the content. Tags are pre-defined. In HTML, all the tag, what is meant by tag? That is enclosed by angular brackets. Okay, all the tags are pre-defined, but in XML it not be defined. HTML is a case insensitive language, that is non-case sensitive language, but XML is a case sensitive language. That is when you are writing the code in uppercase and lowercase letter, it considers same in HTML, but XML, when you are writing the same name, for example title, when you are writing title in capital letters, it takes some other meaning. When you are writing title in small letters, it takes some other values. Okay, that is case sensitive language. It is used for designing a web page with focus on how data looks. Okay, so HTML is used to design a web pages, but XML is used to transfer data between application and a database with focus on what data is. And then HTML is a dynamic, XML is a static one. Okay, that is dynamic means it can be changed, static means it is a permanent one. Okay, so that's all about this second chapter, that is HTML level 2. Thank you.